Imagine if there was a blockchain that leveraged cutting-edge benefits of modular stack along with ZK-proof technology. This would redefine privacy and scalability in the crypto and Web3 world. What if I told you that blockchain already exists? Well, stick around because in this video, we're going to be doing a deep dive into the sea of Web3. Let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frankie Candles, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Manta Network, a groundbreaking blockchain that is not only the first blockchain built using Celestia's modular stack, but they are also the pioneers of the first ZK Layer 2 built on EVM. Now, for those of you who are new to the confusing world of blockchain tech, EVM just simply means Ethereum Virtual Machine, and it's basically the engine for Ethereum that enables smart contract functionality. It's essentially a global decentralized computer running code as it's programmed without any possibility of downtime, censorship, fraud, or third-party interference. Something we need for blockchain development. Now let's circle back to Manta. It was founded in 2020 by Victor G, Shumo Chu, and Kenny Lee, and these guys are heavy hitters as well. Insanely smart with the credentials to back it. Victor G holds 2 master degrees, one in business administration and another in public administration. He also served as the chair of the Harvard Kennedy School Blockchain PIC, a program that focuses on the exploration, research, and application of blockchain technology. Shumo Chu is an industry-leading cryptographer with extensive experience designing blockchain protocols. He's leading the Manta team, ensuring the latest zero-knowledge technology is deployed on the network. He holds a PhD in computer science and a bachelor's in software engineering. And finally, Kenny Lee. He holds an MBA from MIT Sloan School of Management, and he entered the cryptocurrency space in 2014, serving an advisory role for a Bitcoin options trading platform. Shout out to the Bitcoin options traders out there. In addition to that, he worked at DCI as a teaching assistant for MIT's blockchain courses, and he's considered to be an expert on blockchain, decentralization, trustless systems, and zero-knowledge proofs. This might actually be one of the most impressive team of developers that I've ever come across, and together these three had goals to improve privacy among existing DeFi solutions, and I'd say they're flourishing in that regard. Manta Network had raised over $30 million by some pretty high-tier investors, including Polychain, however you say this name, and even Binance. Manta provides 2 different networks, Manta Pacific, which is the layer 2, and Manta Atlantic, the layer 1. So now let's do a little bit of a deep dive on this impressive tech. Get it? Deep dive, Pacific, Atlantic. Shout out to all the oceans out there. Anyway, let's start off with Manta Pacific. As I mentioned, it's a unique layer 2 ecosystem that was built using Celestia's modular stack. It's on Ethereum for EVM native ZK applications, and it provides a scalable environment with inexpensive gas fees that is simple for ZK apps to deploy using Solidity. Probably wondering, Frankie, what the heck is Solidity? And that's a pretty good question. In a nutshell, Solidity is just a programming language that was specifically created by the Ethereum network team to design and build smart contracts on the blockchain. Now back to Manta Pacific. This is kind of a big deal, and if you're wondering why, I can tell you thanks to Manta's extensive documentation. You see, there is currently no home for EVM native ZK applications, and Manta believes that ZK applications are the next generation of dApps due to their strong attention to user safety and privacy. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a chef specializing in unique and intricate cuisine, that cuisine being the ZK applications, and you're looking for the perfect kitchen to showcase your skills. But most kitchens aren't equipped with the right tools or space that you need, which makes it very difficult, obviously, to prepare the dishes efficiently. Sure, there are some kitchens that offer advanced gadgets like ZK EVM, for example, but they're expensive to operate, specifically in the form of high gas fees. Not only that, but they also have slow ovens, or should I say slow network performance, and other kitchens, such as ZK networks with VM environments, might have the specialized equipment you need, but will require you to cook exclusively with their branded tools. In this case, those branded tools being new programming languages. This restricts you to serve only a small group of diners who only visit that kitchen. Or in other words, you can only work within a specific ecosystem and your user base is limited. I hope you like those kitchen metaphors because we do them a lot around here. Now, remember when I said Manta was the first blockchain built on Celestia's modular stack? Well, that's exactly how Manta Pacific solves the issue I just mentioned. By leveraging Celestia, they're able to utilize the high scalability they need with extremely low gas fees. Who wouldn't love that? Especially if you're used to the Ethereum gas fees. So now let's head over to the Manta Atlantic. It's actually the fastest ZK Layer 1 blockchain built on Polkadot. It brings programmable identities and credentials to Web3 through something called ZK SBTs. What are ZK SBTs? I'm glad you asked. This stands for Zero Knowledge Soulbound Tokens. And I know you've heard me talk about zero knowledge applications in the past, but what are soulbound tokens? Well, you can think of them like digital tattoos that show your achievements and memberships online. Once you get them, they're yours forever and can't be passed on to anyone else. They help prove who you are and what you've accomplished, like a permanent record that you carry in the digital world. ZK SBTs combine soul-bound tokens with zero-knowledge proof for an extra layer of security, and they offer a revolutionary way to manage digital identities and credentials. Think of the blockchain as a magical transparent ledger that can record transactions, but there's a special kind of invisible ink. That ink is Manta's ZK SBT, and it allows users to verify in a trustless, decentralized manner without exposing any personal details. Although everyone can see your ledger, they can't see your credentials, unless you choose to reveal them. These ensure that the end user has control over their digital identities with the ability to prove it without sacrificing their privacy. This is huge for Web3 because it promotes a more secure, private, and user-controlled internet, which is what we should all want and expect out of a decentralized network, right? Well, when you combine the benefits of Manta Pacific and Manta Atlantic, you get a robust blockchain ecosystem with top-tier security, scalability, and speed, all while offering extremely low fees, a huge problem that we deal with on Ethereum. It really is groundbreaking stuff, Mafia. Now, Manta is the blockchain's native token and serves specific utility across both the Pacific and Atlantic networks. For the Pacific network, it's all about making the platform valuable for everybody involved. Token holders get perks because the money made from the blockchain activities and savings on transaction costs is put back into the system. This in turn increases demand for using Manta's blockchain space. For developers and contributors, rewards are issued by the funds raised by the same activities. This creates a positive cycle where more resources attract more developers, which leads to more tools and apps being created. Innovation within Manta is also encouraged because rewards are also issued to projects that benefit the public. For users and community members, there are special incentives for those who use Manta. This includes providing governance, staking, liquidity, and collateral. Manta's approach to modularity is a dream come true for developers. It allows innovation on the network without disrupting its existing infrastructure. So where's Manta now? Well, they launched their mainnet alpha on September 12, 2023. The alpha represents a massive breakthrough of Manta Pacific, which is a functional EVM-based layer 2 with the first generation of something called universal circuits, which are Manta Network's powerful and versatile library of ZK circuits that are specifically designed for generalized use cases. This makes implementation an absolute breeze for developers. These circuits provide zero knowledge as a service, which allows Solidity developers to enable the features and benefits of ZK in their dApps with just a few lines of code. Here is Manta Pacific's roadmap. I pulled this from their insanely thorough documentation, which I highly recommend you guys go check out. I'll throw a link in the description down below. If you're bullish on ZK applications or modular blockchains going into the next bull run, I highly recommend you throw your scuba suit on and go explore the deep depths of Manta Pacific and Manta Atlantic and see what kind of treasures they have for you down there. So let me know how you guys like this deep dive. Was it too techy for the Mafia or just the right balance? I know we usually stick to charts on this channel, but let me know in the comments down below, as well as what other projects you want to see me cover next. And with all that being said, that's all the time I got for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out. All right, let's get the scuba suit.
Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy. On the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide.